Have you guys ever wondered how to do those rad viral spray paint graphics and stuff like that and thinking that you can't do it? Oh, I'm not an artist, I can't do it. Y'all are in luck today because I'm fixing to hook y'all up for free. If you don't believe me, by the end of this video, you'll be able to do this. Ooh. Check out that rad welding helmet. All spray paint, no skill involved. So make sure you stay all the way to the end to see some extra bonus footage of something we're going to be giving away. I'm going to show you the colors we're going to be using real quick. They don't matter either. It's just what you want. I'm going for a 80s retro vibe because that was the era that I grew up in. The hot pinks and flashy colors of the BMX and motocross scene and all that, skateboarding and all that stuff. So it's kind of close to my heart. I really like it. But anyhow, here's the colors we're going to be using. We're going to use some bright yellow. Brand really don't matter here. I just it's what I had, the one we used. Bright yellow, bright pink. Here's the colors in case y'all want to scoop it up. Plum, I call that purple. Some Kawasaki green's what I call it. Jungle gloss jungle green. That's pretty cool. If it cracks a little bit, it's just going to add to the cool effects. And last but not least, one of my favorite cans, and you guys' cans, this is going to be our top coat, the Big Turbsky can. Our project today is going to be, this is an old Yes Welder welding helmet. We may give it away. Make sure y'all are liking and subscribing and ringing them bells and all that good stuff. And in the future, one of y'all might get this custom painted helmet. See what she looks like. These are pretty fair little helmets. Like I said, this thing's a few years old. I've done a couple deals with Yes Welder. I like their stuff. I've done Art Captain. I might do some more with Yes Welder. I hadn't decided yet, but it comes with extra lens and the extra battery. It's a cool little helmet. I mean, it's not a $600 helmet by no means. Got your adjustable shades on the side. It's a auto darkening. But we're gonna take this unit apart real quick. What we're going to do is we're going to red Scotch Brite it after we get the lens and all the headband took off of it. And we'll back tape this. And this whole thing's going to be this wild, crazy paint job. Just people's going to be like, how'd you do that? You'll be able to impress your friends. You will be one of the cool kids. And you can sell these things and make money. I mean, these shields, I don't think it's like 30 or 40 bucks. I can't remember, but they're right around that. But, I mean, you can paint these things up with this quick trick and paint a ton of them really fast with no effort at all. Sell them, make you some moolah. You know what I'm talking about? All right, we're gonna need to degrease this. These plastic, I don't know if they use some kind of like a mold release or something. This is like brand new out of the box. A lot of times you can use this spray away, whatever you call it, glass cleaners, and we'll just soak it down real good before we start sanding or anything. You want this stuff to be clean. And what we're gonna sand it with is red Scotch Brite. This is around, I think it's 320. It's what the right around grit's supposed to be. You can use wax and grease remover, whatever you want to. Like I said, we're gonna go around this thing here. Go over a couple times, make sure she ain't greasy. If you get in there with the Scotch Brite or any sandpaper before you clean it off and stuff, it'll just dig that stuff down in there. When you go to paint, you're gonna have all kind of trouble. So what we're gonna do is, me and Daddy got back from Lowe's. It's what I like to use. This is a good primer. It's a sandable primer, and we'll Scotch Brite every nook and cranny of this thing. We're just gonna fold this thing over, and you don't have to hog down on it. You don't want to really dig and gouge it up. You just want to give a nice matte finish to it, and that right there is good, guys. It's a good flat finish, looks good. I think it'll do good. So we're gonna get this taped up and all that good junk, get ready to paint it. All right, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on the back side here and just basically, I like this yellow. I'll link all the stuff in the description below. Y'all can scoop it up if you want to. It's off my Amazon affiliate account. Don't cost you guys anything extra, but it does put it in a place for you to find it, and it helps channel out. I don't make a lot off this stuff, guys, but any little thing helps, because when you're going out spending $100 a time buying spray paint, it gets a little pricey. But anyhow, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to back tape it like that. You just don't want no junk blowing all up in it. Alright guys, we got her all taped up. I took some baling wire here and just put through here so we can try to hang this thing, especially after it dries. We'll just take a hook and hang it and just let it dry, you know, because you don't want to set it down, it'll mess up your edge. Make sure all your edges are good. I'm gonna go back with the spray way because I can't find my wax and grease, but wax and grease remover works good. And also I'm gonna throw in something for you guys. This is one of my Shake Master 4000 paint shakers that goes in the Sawzall. You'll see I'm going to be using my OG. This is the original one. I just hot rodded them up with some lightning holes. But we're going to be giving this one away, and I'm going to do this crazy splatter look on it. It's going to be red, white, and blue from Merca. Just remember that. But yeah, I'm going to do this, and we're going to give it away. All you have to do is enter. You ain't got to jump through hoops, do no backflips. Is go over to www.acdesignsgarage.com and subscribe to the email list, and we're going to go through that whole email list and draw a name and send it to you. So somebody going to get one of these free, hot off the press, custom painted Shake Master 4000. We'll show you how good it works with the OG because I don't want to mess y'all's up, but we are going to do the cool viral paint hack here with spray bombs on it. So we're gonna do, you'll see us doing this one too in the video. But basically we're just gonna take this spray away and do about half of it, get you a new rag, and we'll bend that wire and stuff out of the way. We're just trying to get any grease or dust off of this possible. And I'm gonna put my coat of primer, and we're gonna let that dry. That primer dries pretty quick. Like I showed you that automotive primer. I really like that stuff. It sands real good. And we may do something with this welding shield later on in the year or something. I got something I'm planning on doing where I can give away some more high-end stuff. I like to give away stuff to you guys. I don't need all this stuff around here. It's fun to do videos on, but after that, as you can see, I got enough junk laying around here, so some of you guys can use some of this cool stuff, but we got something up our sleeve. Probably gonna announce it probably the first year or something, I don't know. Just make sure you like, subscribe, and all that stuff so you know, because I'm gonna announce it on here. And I also, way all this scammy stuff's going around, guys, I ain't gonna charge you anything to ship you anything, so if somebody calls up or emails you and says, oh, you gotta pay such and such to get something, if we give something away, we give it away. We ain't gonna make you pay shipping or pay for anything. So, but yeah, you'll hear it here first. So got this good and wiped off, should be good and clean. And we're gonna shake up this primer. This stuff's pretty thick. It's kind of like a 1K high build. It works really good. All right, guys, let me show you real quickly, if you ain't never seen the video before, how my old Shake Master 4000 works. You just put it in your Sawzall, like a Sawzall blade. Our new ones, I don't have one down here. This is the old one. They got a stainless hose clamp like this, but it actually has a wing nut on it, so you don't need a screwdriver. This is the old one. This is the very first one I made. And All you do is you take your spray paint can, put it in there, tighten it up. Like I said, the new ones have a thumb clamp where you don't have to. Just take them off. Nice and creamy, ready to spray. So we're gonna do a little priming action now. And here's a little trick. I know a lot of you guys know it, but a lot of people have trouble getting these lids off and they beat them off and stuff. You see these little dimples on the side right here? One there, one there. You just grab it and pinch it. Pops right off. Just a little trick for you. But the trick I will say with any spray paint stuff is keep your meal thickness or paint thickness as thin as possible. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dust on a little bit. We're going to do 2 or 3. We're not trying to fill any imperfections. All we're trying to do is give a nice clean surface for the paint to stick to. And basically I just need something to work as like a sealer to make it a lighter color, because we're using those neons. Anytime you use a yellow or orange or anything like that, you're going to want a lighter color under it because it's very transparent. Get our edges real good. Like I said, you just 50% overlap. We're going to let her dry and put one more coat, then the magic's going to start. All right, guys, there is first coat down. Still a little see-through. Now you see that black stuff right there where it's just a little light? That right there would show up like crazy in this stuff. So I'm gonna go dust another light coat on, and probably gonna have to wait till after I eat a bean. But that hurricane, I can't remember what the name of it is, it's coming up through Louisiana. It's gonna be here, so it's gonna be raining for next week. So I gotta try to get this thing done today. Sorry, clouds coming in and junk. Yeah, let's do one more coat real quick, then we'll start all the magic. Give her a gander. She looks like she's covered pretty good. I might let her. She feels a little dry. I might put a little squirt right there on the top, make sure that's covered. But I'm gonna get some of that red Scotch-Brite and we'll scuff her real quick. Then I might have to touch it up and then we'll be ready. We'll go in here and get all our other stuff shook up on the old Shake Master 4000. If you want you one of them, y'all know where to get it. www.AC Designs Garage. And there's 2, 4, there's 7 left, guys. So y'all better jump up on them mugs because they'll be gone. It'll be next month before I make any more because I'm slow. I can't get enough done now. So anyhow, we're gonna let that dry. We're gonna sand it. Then we're gonna start having some fun. All right, since we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors to shake up today, while that's drying, let's go ahead and do a little shaking here. I will say these things shake best if you've got one of these, and I've heard a lot of people say they love it. They do work great, but they work best kind of like this. Y'all ever have one of these that had that old adjustable head? I hate these things because the clicker's done messed up, and I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to super glue it because it keeps wanting to flop over on me. Anyhow, here we go. Yo, turbo can, because I said we're gonna do something with the turbo can. Always doing something with the turbo can. Now this thing here is a Bahama Mama. This thing is huge. And this thing will shake your eye teeth out. So make sure you actually do hog down on this one. Wah! Here we go. Good Lord. All right, Alright guys, all the feelings left my arms from shaking all this, but if y'all haven't saw my videos, I'll link them below on the turbo cans where we paint the bedside. We're fixing to do something pretty neat pretty soon. I want to get into some custom graphics and stuff. Y'all guys like to see us flame that bed? All spray paint? Come on, Rust-Oleum, make us some colors in these things. I mean, you got the cans, you got the stuff, make us some. We want this stuff. We want some metallics and reds and orange and yellows and all these in the Turfskis. They'll sell, trust me. So, just a little thing if you guys are watching, or if any of you guys out there know any of the big brass in the Rust-Oleum world, tell them we need some colors. Alright guys, we are going to lightly, do not hog down on this, do not get a lot on it, because we're probably going to let it sit during lunch. I'm just basically knocking any little high spots, spits and sputters or anything. It's still kind of green. It's dry enough to sand, but I mean lightly sand it. So we're just going to scuff the little rough spots off of it. Alright guys, very lightly we're going to use our old spray away glass cleaner and just very gently wipe it down to get any dust or sand and remnants off of it. Like I said, this type process is not gonna matter too much because it's pretty forgiving. It's just a good practice to get in. Cleanliness is next to godliness, and it won't come back and bite you in the hiney. I don't know if y'all guys can see that or not, but it's pretty dirty. So we're gonna let this completely dry. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around the bottom. I'm gonna paint around the bottom like this. We're gonna do stripes around it like that. Maybe something weird up here, something, I don't know. There's no design. You start out ugly and then you get pretty. And it's gonna be rad. Trust me, this is a cool process. Had one of you guys comment, said y'all saw a short I done of a red, white, and blue one time and said, hey, I wanna see how I do it. So this is for you, buddy. Hot rod running around here somewhere. There are some hot cars around here now. Gloss Sun Yellow. So we're gonna, just like we did the primer, we're gonna do light coats. You don't want this stuff to build up because it'll turn to a mushy mess. Don't ask me how I know. I may give you a shot of some stuff that I done that turned bad. All right, guys, we're gonna change over to on the yellow Rust-Oleum. That old that Krylon. I'm just not a Krylon guy, but let's get our yellow back down here. There we go. That's much more better. Now don't focus on how it looks. Look how much better Rust-Oleum covers. Just unreal better. Now this, you're gonna be like, oh man, my blend don't look good, my fade don't look good. It don't matter. Trust me, it don't matter. So, blah. Krylon down, Valspar down. We're not using that. I wonder how good. It's probably not. Probably shouldn't have done the orange. Maybe I should have done the whole helmet yellow. I should have done the whole thing white. Note to you guys, paint your whole thing white if you're using these neon colors. But we're going to try to pull out this. One thing with painting that you want to learn is how to fix stuff. Fix your mistakes. So the orange looks pretty good. I may two coat the orange, I don't know. We'll put a light coat of this. Next we're gonna go green, I think. The neon green color. See how good it covers. Krylon is not, I'm a Rust-Oleum guy. Yeah, it covers like garb. I should have listened to myself. Let's go get the white. I got some white. Get you a can of white to start with. I should have known to stick with my old favorite, the old Rust-Oleum gloss white. We're probably gonna, we may have to redo the orange. I'm gonna try not to get down on the yellow or anything. I'm gonna go on my 4, a big fan pattern, and we're just gonna do the rest of this. I knew to do this beforehand, but you're trying to skimp. We'll let that tack. Yeah, you always, any of your lighter colors, and I should have known that that Krylon wasn't gonna be like my good old Rust-Oleum. All right, we'll let that tack, don't get too heavy a coat on it, and come back with one more, and we'll lightly put the other colors. They won't take much. Over top of that bright white, they should really do well. But yeah, we may have to redo the orange and the yellow. We may just redo it. I probably should have just listened to yourselves, guys. Usually if yourself says, hey big dummy, paint it all white, because you know you're going to see through it. But they did. I wanted white primer. I'll blame it on Lowe's. They didn't have white primer, they had the gray. I wanted white. Anyways, here we go. 2 coats, she's good and covered, so it should be okay. I'm gonna make sure our yellow's good and done, and we'll come back with the orange. We have to get a little closer so we don't really got on the yellow. All right, be pretty good. I gotta touch our yellow up again real quick down here. Okay, there we go. All right, so we want to go to the, let's see, what color do I like next to orange? I will say the see which looks better. Okay, the pink looks okay. Yeah, let's go pink. No rhyme or reason, guys. I am saying that we got to go fairly close to this stuff. So we're gonna start up here. Get right halfway over top of the, that blends real nice. Over to orange. All right, now what I'm gonna do, since I do know that the green is gonna be this weird transparent, I think I'm gonna do it kind of like the top section. Because I can blend that purple in between those two right there, I think. All right, we'll get this done. We'll go eat a bean, that way it can sit and marinate. Yeah, one-handed. All right, the purple. We'll check out that crazy looking thing. Then we may splatter some weird colors over it. Going to the gloss rich plum. Well, ain't that a crazy looking thing? I'm gonna think that's gonna be pretty good. I know you guys were like, what in the world is this dude doing? Man, that, I should have done it. The 2 colors, that pink and purple looks rad together. I wish you could splatter some of that green over it, but that green's just not gonna do it. That right there is how you bring stuff back when it's faded out a little bit. Gotta get our pink back down here. Get our pink back going. I probably need to let this dry a little bit. Alright, I think I'm gonna do a little more pink over. I kind of like the pink better anyway. We'll do us a purple stripe down. The green just ain't. Let's see, purple. Yeah, I think that looks cool. That's pretty rad. Wait till you see it when it's done. I'm telling you, you're not gonna believe it. So stay tuned. Next, we start doing the laying out of the graphics. And it's pretty easy. All right, guys, almost forgot about the Shake Master here, so we're gonna do more of a America theme. Let me get away from that. I don't want no white dots all over it. So what we're gonna do is let the wind quit blowing, because it's really gonna blow on it. So it's already red, so we don't have to prime it or do anything like that or paint it white. You know, the colors I'm using red, white, and blue. America. But anyways, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do some kind of, get this where y'all can see it. Oh, we're on lock. Somebody done put me on lock now. We're gonna do it on our two, little skinny shot here. And I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Yeah, y'all can't even see that, can you? Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna come back with the tricks on the other one. So here we go. All right, guys, we got it set up out here, and we got to hurry for long because the hurricane is, the outlying parts of it is moving in, and we got to paint. But this thing's pretty rad looking by itself, I do think. Looks pretty good. I think it's already raining. Here's this one here. So yeah, we got to get this going real quick. So I can't find my magnetic. You guys see anywhere? It's my little black and yellow magnetic holder thing. I'm having to hold it like this, and it's kind of awkward. Anyway, what we're going to be using, Dawn dish soap. It don't have to be Dawn, could be anything. I'm gonna put a little bit in this cap right here for an effect. And we're gonna use a chip core brush, and this is how we're gonna apply it, and this is how we're gonna make it look super rad. And I know you guys don't believe it, but you just wait. You're like, hold on a minute, you didn't use the turbo can. Never fear, it's coming up next. All right, let me get this on the tripod real quick. Set this stuff down, and we'll be right back with you. These are those old cheap, they call them chip core brushes. You get at Lowe's, they're like super cheap. Just put some Dawn in here. This is the effect I'm going for. So we're gonna stick a little bit in this, and I'm gonna try it down here on the side. We're gonna splatter it like that. So here, let's go. So you guys can see this, and just roll it up. Just make it look like it's going fast. A few spots like that. Like that. Then we'll go to the drizzle stuff on there. This gives it a real organic look to where it's not planned. All right, now we're just gonna not squeeze it, just let it drizzle. Down through here. Let's see if we can get like this. And I don't want anything to look like you done it on purpose. Just want this thing wild looking. What do y'all think so far? You think I'm crazy? Probably am. Do the same thing. On this. This is gonna have a Eddie Van Halen look here. Remember that old guitar he had? Back and forth, ziggy zaggy. You're like, that can't look good. Oh yeah. All right guys, now for y'all's favorite part, the turbski. You're like, what in the world's that guy doing? We're doing this. What in the world? All right, at this bottom. That, my friends, is done for now. We're gonna click over to the number 4 on the blue and cover it. You're like, who in the world would want something like that? You just wait. All right. That's pretty much it. So we're gonna let that tack. And look at this booger mess. Y'all like, what in the world? It may be what in the world when I'm done with it. All right, well, it's starting to rain, so it don't really matter. So get yourself a trusty water hose. Now y'all like, what in the world is this guy doing? Y'all know about that. Is that not a 1980s rad? Watch this. Slow down. Let's not blow it off. Oop, watch out. I think that's pretty cool. Watch it. But don't let the soap dry. I will say that. You'll have issues if you let the soap dry. That's pretty rad. All right, let's go to the paint shaker I'm gonna give away. Check that out. I got enough water hose. Get on this side. I think this is probably my favorite out of the bunch. Check that out. That's America right there, boys. Yes, sir. The Paint Shaker America 4000. We'll just let this dry. Don't rub on it either, because some of this paint probably ain't dry, but let me make sure I got all the soap off of this thing. Come might have got a little carried away, but hey, it's art, guys. Yeah, that's it. Now check out that. Now y'all don't have to go as aggressive as I did with the paint. Probably put a little too much of the Dawn on it, but I think this looks cool. Let me know if y'all would like to buy some of these, because I mean, it's gonna cost a little more because I gotta do a little more work, but that's pretty rad. I may have to keep that for myself. Oh yeah, America. All right, guys, we're gonna dry this off real quick. Use compressed air and don't hog on it real hard. You just want to get this off. You don't want to rub it right now because that black is just dry enough, but it ain't really dry. So we're just gonna blow it off like this. But look at that. Is that not rad? Oh my Lanta. That's pretty cool. Then we'll get our little knob over here. I'm not putting that on right now. So remember, guys, you don't have to be an artist to be able to do this stuff. You can do this rad stuff and feel like you're a professional airbrusher like Craig Fraser. If you don't know who he is, check him out. It's one of my heroes in the airbrush world. But anyway, remember, be kind to one another. Jesus loves you, so do we. God bless. We gone.